Hi, welcome to the Team Kaizen RevvNRG webinar. We're going to try and do this every single Thursday at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. So just always remember that we'll be here. If it's not me, it'll be one of the other members of the team. But yeah, we got to start doing this on a regular basis, so that the team feels like there's somewhere that they can bring their prospects, have their questions answered, and see if see why RevvNRG is such an amazing opportunity. So to get started, just get going with the presentation here. RevvNRG Opportunity 2011. So let me just introduce myself. My name is Jeremy Jenkins. I am the founder, co-founder, I guess I should say, of the Kaizen team. Kaizen is a Japanese word. It stands for continuous improvement in all aspects of life. It's a philosophy that the Japanese have adopted, and lots of big corporations have used it, from Toyota to well, I can't name them all, but anyway, it's an idea that basically means we can't ever be satisfied with the status quo. We need to always be constantly looking for ways to be better, to improve ourselves, and that includes all aspects of life, everything from our health to our character, to our skills, our wealth, and our leadership. All the different characteristics that that we use in our lives that help us to be better people. From how we can serve others, how we can help each other to achieve teamwork, and all those wonderful values that that everyone really seems to promote. Everything from books to movies. There seems to be a common human bond that teaches us that it's just better to help other people and not be selfish, and even just from kindergarten on, we all learn that being selfish and being mean is not good, and those that are the most successful in life are those that actually give back and help others. And so Team Kaizen was formed with that idea. We believe strongly that to help other people, we need to help ourselves, and that's in all aspects. And of course, one of the key things that you need is to be financially progressing. I hear stories all the time about people who they go to their job and they hate their job, and then all they do when they get home, all they want to do is just eat some dinner and sit on the couch and watch TV until they fall asleep, because they don't have any hopes and dreams. They're stuck in a rut. They can't move on to do bigger and better things. They are satisfied with the status quo, with where they're at, and they're never going to find the joy that comes from being able to take the family on trips overseas and seeing amazing places. They're never going to be able to enjoy what it feels like to maybe have enough money to help put a kid through college. One of the neighbor kids that might not have been able to go to college and be able to afford that. To say, hey, don't worry, I got it. And help put that kid through college, and just make the world a better place. So, in order to become better at all those different things, our health. A lot of people they lose their health because of that same rut they're in. They start eating unhealthy food because it's cheaper. So they become obese, and they don't have money to maybe spend on going over to the gym, to work out and get healthy that way. They don't have money maybe to go get a college education, or even stay in high school. A lot of families, the kids drop out because they're forced to go to work to help support the family. So there's the financial aspect is kind of the first step. It's the cornerstone of Kaizen, in my opinion. because that's what we need. We need to have that financial, at least stability, to be able to go and do those other things, develop our leadership qualities and so on and so forth. So it's been said that there are really only 3 ways to make money. Can either go and get a job. That's the typical way. That's what most people do. They go and they'll get a job, and they trade their time for money. And how much money they get is not really based on their work ethic, or how much work they're actually doing. It's just based on time. So that's no way to really get ahead. Even if you worked harder during that hour, you're still going to get paid the same. So there's really no incentive to work harder than what the job is, and that's it. You're done. The other way is like an inheritance or winning the lottery or something like that. And then of course the third way is starting your own business and creating leverage and money that comes in whether you're working or not. So if we look at it, if we analyze it, really the best way to become financially free and have that money to continue the pursuit of Kaizen is that third way, is to start a business of your own and start having some money that's coming in, have money work for you. Everyone from Robert Kiyosaki to Warren Buffett, a lot of these super successful people, written books about how to make money and how to have money work for you, and and create that leverage, that power, to actually become wealthy. It's all based on that. It's all based on that leverage of starting something. Another an analogy I've heard is the pipeline. Building a pipeline. You're building something that will be able to bring the income to you constantly without you having to go get it. It's like when they invented plumbing, right? Indoor plumbing. Instead of having to go out to the well and getting the water out of the well and bring it back to the house and just having that limited amount of water, and then when it runs out you have to go back and get it. We've now invented the plumbing so that the water comes to us, and all we have to do is go to the faucet and turn a little knob, and there's the water. It's there for us. And that's the same thing with what happens when you start your own business. It's instead of having to go to work to get the money, you actually build something that allows that money to be able to be turned on, just like turning on a faucet. Now, traditionally, creating a business was complicated. It required, first learning a skill and knowing what you're doing, and then you have to, start up, get licensed and find out where you're going to have your business. You're going to have to buy equipment, for say you're going to do roofing, and you start a roofing business. You have to go buy the ladders and all the equipment you need, hammers and nails and stuff. You have to hire some employees that are going to be able to help you, and you have to pay them. So to actually get started, costs thousands of dollars, and then to actually be in profit, to actually be to a point where you're making money, after having paid down your debt and loans that you probably had to take out to get all that, you're talking at least a year or more before you're even just kind of making some money, and then you have to build a clientele, and it goes on from there. It's doable. My dad did it. He was a civil engineer, and he worked a normal job all his life, and then he was able to, by the time after I left the house and got married, he actually started his own business with a couple of his buddies, and in the first year it was kind of a little struggle. It was kind of risky. They wondered if they were going to make it, but by the second year he tripled his money. He was making 3 times as much as what he was making in his normal job, and on top of that, since he was the boss, he was one of the co-owners. that money was going to come in whether he was working or not. So it was very, very powerful, to be able to start doing that with the leverage of having your own business and having that it's an entity that's there producing money for you. And of course you have to manage it and all of those things, but it allows you to leverage the work power of your employees, of advertising, all those things, to produce more money than you could ever make just going to a job. Now that being said, nowadays we're pretty lucky, because now, instead of having to, obviously there are a lot of people that like to go out and do their own business like that, but now for the standard or average person that doesn't have a whole lot of business expertise and wouldn't know how to start one, we have the unique opportunity to be involved in what we call network marketing, or the home business industry. And some people are kind of scared of the word network marketing or multi-level marketing and that kind of stuff, or home business, and that's because I think in the past, 15, 20 years ago, it was difficult, and the people that did it, came across as very pushy and annoying, and it wasn't easy. A lot of people, sold it with the idea, oh, it's so easy, and you can make all this money, and you don't have to really work hard. But that was not true, and a lot of people got burned and didn't like the idea. Well, luckily today, we have a whole lot more advantage. Number one, it doesn't cost thousands of dollars to start. Number two, it's a lot easier because of technology, because of the internet, and the power of being able to communicate through email and Facebook and some of these other technologies. It's become a lot easier to do. So having analyzed all the options, we at Team Kaizen have come across an opportunity we feel is one of the best ones that you could ever join for several reasons, and we'll go over those now. So first of all, let's just start with some questions. So why are we here today? Well, obviously the economy is still recovering. They say it's better than it was a couple years ago. That may be true, maybe not. But a lot of people are still hurting. We have to ask ourselves, is our job more secure or less secure, or have we already lost our job? Are we in control of our financial future? Do we want to be able to take control of our money and be our own boss? Do we feel we deserve more, more time to spend with our family and loved ones? So obviously the answer to that is yes. We deserve more. And what are we looking for? Well, this is not another 9-to-5 job. This is not a high-cost business that I talked about, where you have to come up with all that capital to get started. It's not a franchise where you have to come up with 50 grand just to get a franchise name. It's not a get-rich-quick scam that you see on the internet that just is here today, gone tomorrow. It's not an average direct sales company. It's not your typical Amway that you see a lot about. I was involved with Amway, I admit it. 10 years ago I got approached and I joined, and I did it for a year and never made a single penny. So I know how difficult that can be, and if you've ever been in Amway, it's not easy. So RevvNRG, it's really something unique. It's something new. The leadership, let me just tell you a little bit of the background here. It was founded by a gentleman named Scotty Paulson. Now, Scotty Paulson, he's kind of got an interesting background. Back in 1995, he started a company, and he was able to go beyond what anybody else out there had expected him to do, because he didn't have a whole lot of experience, but he went and he started a company, and he was able to get that company over to where they were paying out millions of dollars in commissions, and it was the first time in the history where they had what's called a compressed pay plan, and it made all the difference, because instead of having just all the bigwigs, the giant marketers out there, the rock stars making all the money, and then having just the little guy making just a few dollars or a few $100s a month. Now all of a sudden the average distributor, the average person in the company was able to make some money. They were able to break even, within their very first month in the business, which was huge. That was a tremendous change in the industry, and it allowed for more people to take advantage of this amazing opportunity that is network marketing or internet marketing and the home base business. RevvNRG was founded in 2007, so going on 3 years now, and they've opened up in several countries already: U.S. and Canada, Puerto Rico, Guam, Peru, and several more that will be opening this year in 2011. It's destined to be one of the next billion-dollar companies in the direct sales industry because of the leadership of Scotty Paulson and everything that they're able to do. The other reason that it's going so well is because of a gentleman named Brian Robert. Brian Robert has been in the industry for many, many years. He's a professional network marketer. He has made his millions, in the network marketing industry and a couple different companies that he's been involved with. At 21 years old, Brian Robert successfully helped 6 of his friends become top earners in their company, and they became known as the Bayou Boys. And he had over 22,000 distributors in his downline. And so, he made his first million, and his downline grew to over 100,000 people at such a young age. And he tells the story of, I failed to mention that his first company he was ever involved in, I believe it was Amway, he only made $1.27 in the first 2 years, so I can relate to that. And but because he was able to get involved with a new company that had one of these new models and pay plans, he was able to have tremendous success and be able to help other people. As it says there, he was able to help 6 of his friends be successful as well, which is a key thing. As it says there in the quote, "Everything rises and falls on leadership," from John Maxwell. Brian Robert is a great leader. He's he's been doing this for over 18 years. He knows the ins and outs of it. He's able to teach people to be successful and do the right things that you need to do to be able to actually make some money doing a home-based business. He's a great mentor, a great coach, and he's very down to earth. He knows what it takes. He's got a plan. It's not just a bunch of hype and oh yeah, sign up, get in the beginning. No. He knows what he's doing, and there's actually a 1-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. They know that this will become a successful business because they've done it before. They're following the steps that it takes, and it's between him and the owner, Scotty Paulson, they are making this company into something that is amazing. On the next slide, here's another reason why RevvNRG is going to be so successful. Is the market. Basically, right now, the health and wellness industry is growing by leaps and bounds, and there's a reason for that. It's called the baby boomers. The baby boomers is kind of like a big bubble, group of people that are all of the same age. And this group of people, baby boomers, there's 76 million of them over the age of 40. And they're all coming into this point where they're coming into retirement. They're all coming into a point where they're starting to feel the effects of aging, and that's a huge number of people that are going to want to find products that will help them to feel younger, to live longer, and just have more energy and feel better. And so, if you combine that with the fact that energy drinks are exceeding $9 billion in sales in this year of 2011, you have a huge opportunity. You have a huge market, a lot of people that are interested in this, and you have a product that that they're looking for. And of course, we all know that the energy drink industry is based on products that are kind of scary. There's been several reports on Fox News and other places talk about that. The different products from Red Bulls to Monster to what's the other one? Rock Stars. They're all full of ingredients that aren't necessarily going to help anybody. In fact, I had a buddy that he was drinking like 3 Rock Stars a day, and he came over one day and he told me, Jeremy, this is killing me. I'm getting migraines. I can't sleep. I can't function. I just feel like my health is deteriorating, and I don't know what to do, and I can't quit them because if I try, I'm just addicted. I can't function without them. Do you have anything else that you can give me? So I, of course, gave him a box of the RevvNRG product, and he was able to drink that. And it doesn't have any of the nasty stuff in it. It's 100% natural. And he came back 2 days later with his wife, and he said, "Sign me up. I love this stuff. It is amazing. It gives me the sustained energy I need without the headaches, without the problems. It's great." So that leads us into the product and what it's all about. The product is basically an energy supplement, but and you could call it an energy drink, but it's a healthy energy drink. It's a powder, freeze-dried powder that includes amazing ingredients that you would put into either a glass of water or in a bottle of water, and you shake it up. It provides sustained, non-jittery energy, and it has absolutely no synthetic, anything in it. It does have a little bit of natural caffeine, but from one of the ingredients that's included, which is called coupoisou, which is from the chocolate family. So it's the same kind of caffeine that you would get by drinking or eating chocolate or drinking hot chocolate. So it's a natural kind of energy. It boosts, your natural defenses. It combats stress. It just is amazing. All of the amazing things it does. Starting with the acai berry, which is known as a superfood, and provides antioxidants and everything else that reduces damage from the the free radicals that are in the foods today, the processed foods that cause cancer and all those things. It includes the coupoisou, like I mentioned, which is good for your heart, has flavonoids and all those things. It's got chai de bouvre, which is a fruit from the rainforest, which is an appetite suppressant, helps you to not be so hungry and not consume so many calories. It's got yerba mate, which is a herbal tea kind of thing that helps with blood sugar and diabetes. And there's several other things. Green tea that helps with your metabolism. It helps you burn the fat. And so many other things that are in there, and all your B vitamins to give you energy. I think it was like around 28,000% of your daily recommended vitamin B12. So this product is just awesome, and people love it. I mean, I've got so many customers that just buy it because they like it, and not because they're interested in the making money part of it. They just like the product because it works for them. They're always coming over. Hey, can I get some more? I ran out, and they love it. So the product is amazing. Another important thing about that too, I failed to mention, is that the product really can compete in the marketplace. This is one of the key things that I'm going to talk about now with compensation. There's 5 ways to earn: retail profit, fast start, bonuses, team bonuses, or mega matching, in the founders pool. Retail profit, that's kind of unique. A lot of companies out there brag and say, "Oh yeah, we've got the retail profit part," but really, when it comes down to it, they don't. Because if you've looked at any other network marketing company and their product, usually, I'd say probably 99% of them, their product is more expensive, at least 2 to 3 times more expensive than what you can find in a retail establishment, like at Walmart or Sam's Club or something. I remember I was involved with a juice company and trying to sell, a $40 bottle of juice, and why would I buy it? Someone told me, why would I buy a $40 bottle of juice from you when I can get the same kind of juice at Costco for $7? Why? Well, it's because it's a little bit more concentrated, and you can make some money doing this, whatever. But when it comes down to it, people, they're not going to buy it, for 3 to 4 times. And then if you go and try and resell it, how can you compete? You can't. I was in another energy drink company where after shipping and handling and everything, each can of energy drink was around $4, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't sell that to people, and actually try and make a profit. No way. I couldn't even sell it, for cost. People, well, sure, it might be a little healthier, but why would I pay double? For yours? It's not that good. It was a hard sell, and the only way you could really do it is just by saying, hey, you can make some money with this, and and eventually it becomes free and whatever. That was the only strategy you could use. Well, and of course the other thing is these products, they have water weight, and so a bottle of juice or a can of energy drink with liquid, the shipping on it was ridiculous. Up to $30 per case, or $40 per case or more. So RevvNRG, the huge advantage is that with the retail profit, that's true retail profit. The product, you can sell it because it comes in these little, 1 serving size, packets or satchels. You can actually sell them for, and your cost on those is only approximately $1 or less, depending on how much you buy. And so, you can actually up that to, $1.50 or $2 and sell it in a retail establishment and make money. And, and if your friends ask you how much it costs, you can say, hey, it's only, $1.25 or whatever. And they don't go, oh, really? Oh, okay. They're not freaking out because of the high exorbitant pricing of the product. So that's key. Then of course the next thing is the fast start bonus, which allows you to make some money by when someone buys a box of product. You can actually and decides to join as a reseller as well in the business. You can make money based on how many boxes of product that they buy on their initial order. The key, is the number 3, the team bonus. The team bonus is the residual money. That's the money that's going to keep coming in over and over, month after month, whether you're at work or not, whether you're out on the golf course or at the beach or in your bed at night. This is it's a worldwide company, and so people are ordering all the time. Through the website, they're ordering their product each and every month, and you're making money on that, and it just builds up and builds up. So the team bonus is super important, and the team bonus is based on a binary type pay plan. The binary pay plan or pay system has been known to be the fastest growing in the world. Every other kind of pay plan is a little bit slower, from matrices to to unilevels to one-up. There's all kinds of different ones out there. The binary has always been the fastest growing and the fastest motivating because it creates the most what we call spillover for people. But what's unique about the RevvNRG compensation plan is that it's actually a hybrid type plan. The hybrid type plan takes the best of both worlds. Most of the old-fashioned type of companies like the Amways and the Melaleucas and all those are based on what's called a unilevel pay plan, and unilevel is powerful. A lot of people really like it. However, it's limited because it only goes down a certain amount of levels. So what they've done with this hybrid type pay plan is you have the benefit of the binary and the fast, rapid growth that happens in a binary pay plan, plus you also get the benefit of the unilevel, because what happens is as you sponsor, personally sponsored people into the company, you can actually earn a bonus, and this is number 4. It's called the mega match. Okay, and so the mega match allows you to earn a percentage, up to 10% of every person that comes into the company. But it's not just on one level. It actually goes down up to 7 levels of mega match. So what that means is, at first it may not sound like a lot, but because maybe you only recruit 10 people yourself, personally, and if you can make 10% of what they're making, that's okay. That's good. But it's not, it probably wouldn't be huge, at least not at the beginning. However, what happens is that as you go through the ranks of the pay plan, and you start to get more volume in there and everything, you get more qualified for the different levels, then you qualify for more matching. And so what happens is that you can get to the second level or second generation, which means that maybe those 10 people brought in 5 people each. Okay, well that's 50 more people, or a total of 60. Okay, so earning 10% of what 60 people make, that's big. And then maybe those 50 people went out and brought in just 2 or 3 people each. Well, you can imagine, if you do the math, that you can see how that kind of grows and grows and grows and exponentially, all the way down to 7 generations. Can you just imagine getting paid on 7 generations of mega match? That is huge. That could be hundreds of thousands of people, and you're earning 10% of every check that they make. So the money is huge, from your team bonuses to your mega match. Then of course, finally, is the founders pool. If you qualify for the Royal Black Pearl level, then you can actually earn 10% of the entire company's profit, or a portion of 10% of the entire company's profits, which also can be very huge. And then last but not least is the lifestyle bonuses. Everything from DVD players to laptop computers, iPads, trips to Hawaii and cruises. All these things are also available to people as they go through the ranks, as they sign people up. They earn points towards these bonuses, these extra prizes and things. So overall, the compensation plan at RevvNRG is one of the highest paying plans, if not the highest paying plan on the market. That team bonus, the binary, failed to mention, also pays out anywhere from 15 to 24%. Total on the binary volume, which is the highest. There's no other binary pay plan or hybrid pay plan out there that pays more than that. They're all limited to from 10 to 12%, and RevvNRG actually pays out from 15 to 24%. So you pretty much can double your money on the same volume if that you were able to get in sales in any other company. RevvNRG pays out double to almost triple. It's just a generous pay plan, and Scotty Paulson has made that possible for all of us. The next thing that's super important about doing this kind of home-based business and being involved with RevvNRG is what we call the social revolution. In the past, it was always kind of difficult to build your home-based business. It would take years and years and years. The reason that myself and Brian Robert were only able to make a couple dollars in our first year in Amway is because it was based on just word of mouth, talking to a neighbor, talking to a friend or a family member. But with the advent of the internet and social media, everything from Twitter to Facebook to YouTube, now we have the ability to communicate to thousands and thousands of people that are interested in making money from home and having the opportunity. RevvNRG has teamed up with a company called Wealth 2.0 to create something called Rev.me. Rev.me is an automated marketing appliance that connects your social networking landscape in one location. You can do lead capture, you can do contact management, you can do your social blaster, connecting all your networks, you can send out emails, you have an autoresponder, you can do Craigslist. There's so many tools involved in this in Rev.me that allow you to communicate with hundreds and thousands of people and build your downline faster, so much faster than you ever could just talking to people around your neighborhood and putting up signs in your front lawn or putting a a poster at the supermarket on the bulletin board. The ability to mass communicate with email and Twitter and Facebook is so powerful. It's just amazing. And so, and this is it's pretty exclusive. Rev.me and Wealth 2.0 has created this for RevvNRG, and it's one of just a handful of companies out there that is taking advantage of the internet revolution and being able to use this. So. Highly recommend Rev.me. There is a free version to it. There's also a paid version that has more power, more options, more tools. But it's definitely worth it. So highly recommend it. So the question is, where do we go from here? How do you get started? Here's the other powerful thing about RevvNRG. To get started in RevvNRG, all you have to do is place an initial order for as little as $33 for one box of product. That's it, $33. All you have to do to justify that, you don't even have to come up with money out of pocket. All you have to do is say, okay, for lunch today, instead of getting my McDonald's combo meal and getting a Coke, with my combo meal that costs $1, I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to go to the dollar menu and get myself, a $1 hamburger and $1 fries, and then just bring my bottle of water with me and dump in my RevvNRG, and voila, I'm drinking healthier. I am, I'm saving money, and it's not costing me anything to be involved in this business. It's that simple. Now, that's the easiest way. If you want to actually, go a little bit more gung-ho and start promoting, your business, RevvNRG is very powerful in that you can come in, for the $159, get 5 boxes of the product, okay, for just $159. And when you come in at that level, each serving is only about like 69 cents, and it's just super cheap. And what that allows you to do is keep a box for yourself, and then you've got 4 boxes to give out as samples to people. Just anybody you meet, just give them a couple samples and spread the word, and and get people interested. They're going to love it. Everyone I've given a sample to absolutely loves it, and it makes it so. I remember with my other companies, to give out samples was so hard because they're so expensive. It was like, how am I going to give out a $40 bottle of juice to somebody? That's costing me an arm and a leg. But with this, at 69 cents a sample, it's easy, and people, it's so portable. You can mail them to people in an envelope. You don't have to pay, you don't have to get a box and, put something in a box and ship it for super expensive. And it's just, they've made it so easy to get started. There's absolutely no sign-up fee, no kit that you have to buy, nothing like that. I've been in so many companies that, even just a $40 startup kit fee, was a barrier to people, because, I've got to pay my $40 for the startup kit, plus I got to pay another, $80 to $100 for my product. It's killing me, right? But with this, you're in. Just buy a product or a box of product, you're in. That's it. That's all you have to do. So, and then after that, you enroll 2 distributors to qualify for the team commissions, for the bonuses. That's simple as that. You can make money with just 2 people coming in at 1 box each. That's all you have to do. So you can actually be in profit and actually making your money back with 2 personally enrolled distributors, and then step number 3, of course, is to duplicate. So if you enroll 2 and then they each enroll 2, that gives you a total of 6 people in your business, and at that point you break even. Because with 6 people, you're making enough, you're making your $33 back, you're good to go. And it's that simple. I know people that have done that in their first 2 weeks, and and then it just goes from there. This business, they've made it so simple that anybody can do it. Anybody. Everybody drinks something for lunch, or even if it's just water. Everybody drinks something, and a bottle of water at Walmart still will cost you 50 to 75 cents, the cheapest. And so if you can just tell people, look, you're spending money on drinks anyway every day, just substitute whatever you're drinking for this RevvNRG. All of a sudden you are capable, you're starting that path to financial freedom. You're starting your own little business. You're able to then take advantage of so many things. Another thing I forgot to mention is the tax benefits. Each box of product that you buy each month is actually tax deductible. You can actually put that as, it's your home business, and you can write that off at the end of the year. As and so not only are you saving money, and especially if you substitute the RevvNRG, for what you normally would drink, there's no cost out of pocket, and then on top of that, you're actually able to write it off as a tax, write-off. It's just amazing. I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to do this. There's so many advantages to it. And then by, of course, starting your home business, just by buying a box of product each month, you can write off things like, your cell phone expenses. You can write off, certain, like your car, your vehicle. You can write off so many things. I've got a book, and it's called, how to, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it basically just says in there, you would have to be brain dead not to do a home-based business, because all of the advantages you get, all for just spending $33 a month on a product you would use anyway. It's just so many incentives. If you're not doing it, in fact, I heard a story once about a guy who he hated network marketing. He had been burned too many times, and so this guy came up to him and he said, look, by not doing a home-based business, by not doing network marketing, you are actually spending, this and this and this amount, in taxes each year. And by signing up just, for $33, that's all you got to do. It's a product you're going to drink. It's not going to fill up your garage with stuff that you're not going to use ever. You can then start writing off all these things. And so the guy, after, a night of thinking about it, he came back the next day and he said, yep, sign me up. I hate paying taxes more than I hate network marketing. And so I thought that was great. I love that story. And so you have to think about, what do you hate more? Do you hate paying taxes more, or do you hate network marketing more? Well, if the answer is paying taxes more, then just do this. Just sign up, pay your $33 a month, get your product that's going to help you to be healthier. And at the end of the year, you can write off all those things, and it will not cost you a dime. And in fact, you probably made a whole lot of money during that year because of the growth that's happening with this company. So, what do? Well, here's what you heard today. We heard about the amazing company, why it's stable, why they've been around 3 years, they're not going anywhere. It's not a fly-by-night type of company. Why we're all so excited, why it's so much better than a lot of things that are out there, who the founders are and their vision, their leadership, what the product is, 100% natural product that's so amazing for you, the unrivaled rewards plan, nobody else pays better than RevvNRG, the systems and marketing tools that we have available, and it's just a company designed to change your life for the better. Brian Robert, the Master Distributor, always talks about don't squander the opportunity. I mean, this is an opportunity to save so much money, to get healthier, to develop your leadership skills, and it just fits perfectly with the whole idea of Kaizen and developing everything. Health, you're getting healthier. You're making money. You're starting to build that pipeline that will bring income to your home. Whether you're working or not, it helps you communicate. You talk to people. You learn how to be a leader. How to develop those characteristics that you need to teach others. It's just got everything you would ever need to help build that that goal of becoming a better person in every aspect of your life. it's the perfect vehicle, for achieving that Kaizen form of life that we all desire. Even though we don't know the name Kaizen, we all want to be better. We all want self-improvement. So what you need to do is make your change today with RevvNRG. If you haven't signed up yet, get with the person that invited you to watch this webinar. Talk to them about it. Ask them if you have any questions. Feel free to give me a call. I'm available anytime to answer questions. I'll throw my number out there. It's 801-687-1629. I'm available to answer questions, to talk to you about the opportunity. I'd be happy to. You can reach me at my email, which is Jeremy D. Jenkins, Jeremyd as in David, Jenkins @gmail.com. And you can visit our team website at www.teamkaizen.us. That's www.teamkaizen.us. And you can find out more about the product, the opportunity, and get more information. You can actually sign up there to get some free samples. If you're interested in free samples, we'll mail those out to you. Other than that, I appreciate you being on the webinar or watching the webinar today, and let's be in touch. Hopefully we'll have you on our team. We'd love to talk to you. Have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.